Hello everyone, welcome to the video session. I am Assistant Professor Shailee Vasita from LJ Integrated MBA program. Today let's continue our previous topic, that is price determination and different pricing strategies. Today in this topic we'll discuss the different pricing strategies, that is competitive pricing, penetration pricing and price skimming. So let's get into it. First is our competitive pricing. See, right now in this particular business world, we are seeing the benefits of competitive pricing. What competitive pricing is? Competitive pricing is the process of selecting the strategic price points to take the best advantage of a product or service based market relative to the competition. Seeing to the competition of our product in the market, we'll select the best price, which comprises our production cost and our manufacturing cost, similar one, along with that our profit margins. These all costs are included in it, and that particular price point will be selected by us in relation to our competition of product in the market. This particular method is used more often by the business selling similar products, since services can vary from business to business while the attributes of product will remain the same. See, when any company opts for the competitive pricing, the product will be same, but the way of selling the product, the way of presenting the product will change, and these things will help a company to gain that competitive price. It will force people to spend that amount on that particular product, right? Competitive pricing is the practice of examining the market before you decide how to price your product and services. Competitive pricing gives you a pace where you can get a better idea in terms of your pricing of the product, at what price it is feasible to launch your product, or you can change your price looking towards the competition. This type of pricing strategy, it is used once the price of a product or services reach to the equilibrium position. See, if it is a new product, you can use competitive pricing to get the idea of the level of price you will have of your product. But now you are having your product in the market, then how will you get an idea of like changing the price, whether to increase the price, whether to decrease the price, or keep it as it is? So for that, competitive pricing will help you when when the product or service has reached the level of equilibrium, which occurs when a product has been in the market for a long time and there are many substitutes of the product. When there are substitutes product available in the market, then competitive pricing plays a very crucial role along with the cost plus pricing strategy. Determine that what other business ask for the same goods and services and set price accordingly. Some business, for an example of Apple. Initially, Apple was providing us the data cables, chargers, earphones, everything with the headset, with the mobile phone. Today, in the competitive era, they gradually started removing the earbuds, that is our earphones. Then they stopped giving even the chargers. This initially, though Apple is having the higher marketplace, but looking toward it, the other competitors like Samsung, then many more mobile smartphone companies. From that, some of have still kept the chargers with the headset, and some of them have still applied the strategy of Apple and removed it. So it is ultimately depending on the business to ask them which type of strategy they are going to apply at the similar price. Further, business have three options if they are setting their price on the basis of competitive strategy. For setting the price, they can set them below the competition price, okay, at the competition price or above the competition price. Now in this, the business should do a very keen observation of their cost, and on the basis of that, along with that, a keen market research. On this basis only they can decide that which of the following price they can have. First is set it below the competition. So in this strategy, what happens? The price is set it below the market price, and potentially it is to take a loss. Why? Because business believes that customer will purchase the additional product from their business, and once the customer is exposed to other offerings. See, in this strategy, what business thinks that if we lower down our prices, customer will surely purchase our products. The profitability of the products can be subsidized the economic loss incurred on the below market priced product. This is also known as loss leader strategy, because over here business is taking up the loss to get the what? Better market area. Over here business is trying to cover its other area profit to cover up the overall business profits. At competition, what happens? A business can choose the same price. Business will charge the same price as the competitor is charging, but over here, now with the help of marketing, the business will promote the products. What in above competition? Over here they will create a premium type of environment, and they will give some extra features, and they will tend that customer will pay them higher amount for this premium features and premium environment. Okay, for an example, when you have the smartphones from the luxury brand, that is, it's not a luxury brand, but Apple, which is the example we were discussing, right? Then the other smartphones like Mi, then Techno, Vivo, they are having the strategies on the at competition. Apple is using the strategy of above the competition, and the other mobile phones which are providing them at lower range mobile phones, it could be the LYF, a very old brand who was selling phones at a very low price, right? So what strategy they are using? Set it below the competition. Further, see, each and every strategy has its benefits and its advantages and disadvantages. So if competitor is setting equal to the competitor price, then it helps to what? Keep the market share, but it will ignore the value perception. The thing which Apple has done, Apple is earning higher profit because of its value perception, right? Below competitor pricing, it helps to create a barrier to entry for competitors. See, if you will go on the lower pricing, your competitor can't enter. He will, or that company will can't be doing that, they will also not lower their prices, right? So it can also lead to lower profit margins. Your profit margins can be lowered, but it will help you to stay in the competition. Higher than competitor pricing, it can lead to higher profit, but it can encourage price competition. Now in this you will get higher profits, but now you need to maintain your level in this particular price competition. Then key factors which are to be considered: first is market analysis. In that you need to analyze your competitors cost of product, right? Along with that, what profit margins they are targeting. On the basis of that, what is the response of market? On this particular analysis will be done. Along with that, cost analysis. Understand your cost. What are your production cost, variable cost, fixed cost, right? Consumers perceptions, how much consumers purchasing power is, how much consumer will get involved in purchasing the particular product. Pricing strategy, how will you set your price, how much profit margins you will have, which type of strategy you will follow, what will be your dynamic pricing strategy, what will be your competitive pricing strategy in the competition situation. Now, there is one small method through which you can identify that whether your price of the product is feasible or not. So, to calculate that competitive price of the product or service, what you need to do? Divide your cost of product by average competitor's market price. डिवाइड योर कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्ट, आपके प्रोडक्ट की जो कॉस्ट है उसको डिवाइड किससे करो, मार्केट में जो कॉम्पिटिटर्स की प्राइस है उससे, एंड मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 100, एंड मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 100. If your answer is over 100, your product cost is higher than your competition. Okay. If it is under 100, your product cost is lower compared to your competitors. If it is on point 100, then it is same as priced as your competitor. Clear with this? For the competitive pricing methods, see, it's not firm, but it is near about this type of uh, methods they use when they are adopting the competitive pricing strategy. Bundle pricing, where they combine the complementary products together and offer you at a discount rate. Example is fast food restaurants, where you can buy sandwich, fries and drink together at a lower price, then you buy them separately. Penetration pricing, where business sets lower prices than the competition to gain the market shares, to attract the customers. Initially they set their price low to break that market. Next is promotional pricing. It temporarily reduces the prices to increase the short-term sales. This strategy is used to attract the customers and clear out the excess inventories. The example is Black Friday sale, Prime Day sale. Various Amazon and Flipkarts are having this type of full on sales. These are what? Promotional pricing strategies. Captive pricing, psychological pricing strategy, where you are sold on a lower price but the complementary product is sold on a higher price. Example is your printers are sold on a discounted price, but the ink on which the printer will work, that ink is not having any discount, it is sold on the full price. So similar this way they target the market. Now next, penetration pricing. See, penetration pricing is used by business to attract customers or new product by offering them at the lower price. Penetration pricing is nothing but in initial level they set their price at a lower level. Initially they increase the price. But the main reason for reducing the price at initial level is that only to attract the customers and to penetrate the market, so that customers will not move to the other competitors. They will stay with this particular product and they will purchase from over here, because you are providing them to what, at a normal rate. But after your motive is done to attract the customer, to penetrate the market and make customer try your new product, initially what happens, the customers are having your product, and later on as soon as you start to rise the price back to normal levels, there are very high chance that the customers which were on the initial stage, they might go to another substitute products, or some of them will stay. Example, an online website offering 1 month free for subscription based service, or a bank offering free checking accounts for 6 months. Later on, they charge some amount from you, and you just simply log out or move away from that particular online website. See, over here, best type of goods work are elastic goods, because in that small change in price often lead to large change in demands. Elastic goods will go best with the penetration pricing comes with the risk that new customer may choose the brand initially, but once the price increase, they will switch to a competitor. So elastic goods will be largely affected over here, and they will only be available in the penetration pricing strategy. See, penetration pricing is nothing but a long-term plan to attract, covered, and establish relationship between the business and customer. But because of the method of low prices on the initial level and then gradual increase in price, this leads to what? A loss of customers and brand loyalty. Now, participants in penetration pricing are new companies, as new companies don't have an existing presence in the market and are often not known. So, because of that, and company also have limited resources. So, what they do? They opt for this particular method of penetration pricing. Then, established brands offering new products. Brand is well known in the market, but they are coming up with the new product. So their new product is not known to everyone. So to make it known and to create short term profits from that, what they do? They opt for penetration pricing. Now next is price elastic brands. Some company use penetration pricing for the items having high price elasticity. It's the relationship between the demand and price of a goods, that a small change in price creates a large change in demand. The price is said to be highly elastic. In such cases, a company may vary slightly reduce its price to achieve the benefits of price elasticity. It doesn't mean that in penetration pricing you cut down the whole price of the product, but you try to reduce the price in such a manner that a small reduction in price creates a larger demand for your product. What are the advantages? One of the quickest way to convert the customer from your competitor to your product. Many customers may be loyal to a specific brand, right? But if you lower the price, they might come to your particular product to achieve short-term profits and to have better marketplace. What are the disadvantages? The major disadvantages that the customer will not stay to your product for a longer period, and the company eventually will make a profit, but as soon as you will increase the prices, there will be some short term losses, and company must be aware that penetration pricing will give them long term will not give them long term benefits if it is not planned well. Okay, and the last thing is in terms of customers loyalty, the customers will only sustain over here till the prices are in their budget friendly era. If it is not budget friendly to them, it is not convenient as per their price level, as per their perception, they will move to the another competitors product. Okay, further, price skimming. See, price penetration and price skimming are totally opposite to each other. In price skimming, initially they charge high price and then gradually they lower it. So what happens over here? The person who are buying initially on the higher price, they will create a brand loyalty, and they will continue to purchase. Along with that, with the early buyers, they will create a high profit, right? And with the time when they will lower the price, they will, along with the existing customers, they will have more number of customers, and because of that, their production cost will also reduce on a long run, and with that their profit margins will also be larger. See, how does price skimming work? High initial price. In first starting time, what they will do? They will set the prices on the higher level. Because of that, the main group of customers who are going to buy, targeted customers who are ready to pay the premium price, they will purchase it. They target the early adopters who actively seek out and embrace the new products and who are willing to pay the more amount. Gradually, they will reduce the price. Now, what happens when they gradually reduce the price? The customers will increase. They will automatically start to get a larger market area to sell their products, and because of that more production activity will occur, and because of that their initial production cost, their variable cost will start to reduce, and their profit margins will increase gradually. Example, iPhone launch, Tesla electric cars. What are the advantages? Higher initial profits, investment for future developments. See, price skimming is a very long-term objective strategy, as it gives you more benefits with the passing time. Though in initial level there are high prices of the products, you get high profits, but with time they give you sustainable profits in your production activity. Enhances the product value. See, it creates a positive image. Like we are having the example of products which were sold of at high price and suddenly they are reducing the prices. So what becomes that the person who were thinking to purchase, they will also start to purchase, right? They will also think that now it is on our budget, so instead of purchasing any other product, they will purchase the this particular product. Flexible pricing options. They have the option that they can increase their price or decrease the price which is profitable to them as per the market. Early market leadership adapts to demand, covers the marketing expenses, but the major disadvantages are limited market reach, negative perceptions, and competition challenges. Brand loyalty building, again a difficult task. Misjudging the demand. If you can't get the demand correctly, you might end up with higher production cost. Continuous innovation. You have once come up with the product, and now customers will be having the perception of new improvement in your products. Struggle with the price wars. That is when you want to lower your product prices, but the other end competitors are working more aggressively to lower their price. So because of that, your profit margins might decrease. Where it is effective where there are unique and innovative products, where there is limited competition, where there is high demand from the early buyers. Example, your Apple iPhones, enough production capacity, you have enough production capacity so that you don't run out with the shortages. Where it is not effective, in highly competitive market where you are having more substitutes and the persons who are selling it on the lower price with similar type of profit margins and similar type of production cost. Price sensitive customers, it will be not work over there, because where they are not going to pay you the high price. Fast changing technology. If the product is of not a continuous base. It will change with the change in technology. Then you cannot use the price skimming strategy, and where you are having limited marketing resource, because when you cannot promote your product, you can't get your estimated profit margins. Your actual profit margins can be lower than you have been expecting. I hope this particular session has given you the more clear glimpse of the pricing strategies. See you in the next session. Thank you very much.